A year ago, if someone had asked me what my brother's greatest talent was, I would have answered the same way the rest of my family always did. Charm. Not because he was kind, not because he worked harder than everyone else, but because he knew how to look like a good person. He knew how to walk into a room looking exhausted and responsible, like life constantly demanded more from him than he deserved. He knew exactly how to speak to our mother so she would still see the promising little boy she worshipped. He knew how to ask for favors without sounding like he was asking for anything at all. And most importantly, he knew how to make other people finish the work he never intended to do himself. My brother, Meher Kapoor, was the story. I was the structure holding it together. I'm Diya Kapoor, 32 years old, 3 years older than my brother, and in my family, that always meant one thing: the fixer, the one who signed papers, the one who understood, the one who never caused drama, the one with the stable career, health insurance, savings account, and the neatest handwriting on every family form. None of this happened overnight. It was built slowly, carefully, painfully. When Meher scored average grades in school, my mother would smile proudly and say, "He's gifted. He just gets bored easily." When I brought home perfect grades, she would shrug and say, "Well, that's expected from you." When Meher quit jobs halfway through, everyone said he was finding himself. When I quit cheerleading because the coach treated girls like decorations, I was called difficult. The rules were always different for him. I just took longer to realize it. After our father died, my mother made Meher the emotional center of the family. Every festival became a celebration of his potential. One Diwali, after Meher got a tiny promotion at work, my mother lifted her glass proudly and announced, "To my son, who's building his empire." Everyone clapped. 3 months later, I shared that I'd been promoted to Senior Operations Director and was receiving company shares. My mother squeezed my hand and said, "That's wonderful, beta. But don't work too hard. Men get intimidated by successful women. Family matters more." Meher heard every word. He never corrected her, never defended me, never even looked uncomfortable. Then our grandfather's inheritance arrived. It wasn't life-changing money, but it was enough to help both grandchildren build stable futures. Except that's not what happened. Almost all of it went into Meher's new opportunity: a luxury car, a failed startup, expensive networking events. And when I quietly asked why the money had been divided so unevenly, my mother laughed and said, "Diya, you already have everything together. Your brother needs support more." They said it like it was a compliment. It felt like punishment. Then Meher brought Sara Sharma home. And honestly, at first, I liked her. She spoke softly. She had sad eyes and a tragic childhood story. She talked about unfair bosses, loneliness, instability. I saw pieces of myself in her. When she struggled to find an apartment in Delhi, I helped her. I became the guarantor for her flat in Saket. I rewrote her resume. I paid her deposit when she was short on money. She cried while hugging me and whispered, "You're the sister I never had." And I believed her. But my childhood friend Jessica didn't. She warned me one evening over coffee. "Diya, some people mistake kindness for weakness." I laughed it off. I wish I hadn't. 8 months later, Meher proposed to Sara. My mother acted like a royal wedding had been announced. There were endless family dinners, shopping trips, Instagram countdowns. And then came the house, their dream home. White pillars, a huge garden, a decorative pond in the backyard. It looked like something from a luxury magazine. And it was far beyond what they could actually afford. The bank made it very clear. They needed someone financially stable to guarantee the loan. They needed me. Meher sat beside me at dinner one night and smiled. "Diya, it's just paperwork." My mother added instantly, "Family supports family." Sara squeezed my hand dramatically and whispered, "We'll be grateful forever." That should have been the moment I walked away. Instead, I signed. And that signature became the sharpest knife of my life. The night everything shattered, they came over pretending they wanted to discuss wedding plans. But really, they wanted more money, more furniture, more help, more guarantees. And for the first time in years, I said no, calmly, politely, firmly. The room changed instantly. Sara's face hardened. Her sweet voice disappeared. "You think you're better than us?" she snapped. I stared at her. No, I replied quietly. I think you're spending money you don't actually have. And then, everything exploded. Sarah shoved me hard. Before I could react, she slapped me across the face. My lips split open instantly. I stumbled backward into the kitchen counter, tasting blood in my mouth. And there was Mihir, standing near the refrigerator, holding a beer, watching, not shocked, not angry, not protective, just watching. When I collapsed onto the floor, he stepped around me carefully, more concerned about his expensive shoes than the blood near my hands. That hurt more than the slap. Then my phone vibrated. A text message from my own brother. Stay away from us. I stared at the screen while blood dripped onto the kitchen tiles. And suddenly, something inside me went completely cold. I typed only 2 words back. Okay then. They thought they had broken me that night. What they didn't realize was that they had just started a war. Fire. If you enjoyed this story, then please support the channel by subscribing. Heavy black heart. Don't forget to like thumbs up sign, comment speech balloon, share outbox tray, and press the subscribe button bell. Tell us in the comments, how did you like this story? Smiling face with smiling guys.